So what I see a lot across the architecture and engineering industry is more is done by a memory than by a checklist, right? So we have and hold more things in our head than are ever written down. And this serves a couple problems. First problem is that you can't pass along institutional knowledge easily if nothing is written down, right? You got to do it verbatim. You got to speak and communicate to the next person, right? The new hire into the firm, what you want them to do. You got to show them, you got to train them. And this is much like, kind of ancient apprenticeships where you just stood right next to the guy doing the thing. You learned how to do the thing from the guy and you progressively got more and more, which is why anciently apprenticeships in a craft, right? Woodworking or whatever it might be. It took, 10 plus years, 14 years to become a master in the craft because you literally had to do the work, watch somebody do the work, do the work, watch somebody do the work, do the work, watch somebody do the work. And you iterated through that cycle. Now it can be sped up through learning and reading as well as doing, right? Watching videos, watching other people, like we can speed up the learning process because we're going to get more reps, even though we're not necessarily physically doing the thing. We're getting the visual and mental reps in of doing and working through whatever it is the task is. It could be circuiting in a building. It could be doing lighting layouts. It could be, security and access control layouts, whatever that might be. Start to write those things down because one, it's going to onboard people faster. And then the other thing is it won't leave so much institutional knowledge inside the heads of your people, right? When they write things down, there's institutional knowledge. That knowledge can be shared and passed around. Much easier again to onboard and train people, but also like things like a project, or if you happen to work at a facility, writing a lot of this stuff down can easily be passed on to the next guy. And the problem is, if you've been doing something long enough, you forget that you know something, you forget that you know, and so you've forgotten more than you know, right? Like something like that, where there's just so much knowledge that you have that you forgot and it becomes harder over time to pass on. So the more you write things down, the more you document things, the better off you and your firm are going to be. So hopefully that helps and we reduce the burden of so much institutional knowledge locked in people's heads.